Let's be honest, there's no guidebook when it comes to relationships. So we end up having to stumble through life trying to figure things out for ourselves. What if there was a podcast that found the answers for you, that provided insight to build a successful relationship and ultimately find the companionship you've always hoped for? Welcome to the Girls Ask Guys show, where we answer the questions most people are afraid to ask when it comes to lessons in life and love. It's time to master this thing called life together with your hosts, John and Ashley.
And welcome back, all you Gacksters. It's Ashley and John here, and we have some pretty fun news. Now, I know you guys have loved what we're doing for the last 5 or 6 months, but we decided we're going to change it up a little.
Yeah, we're going to change things up just a little bit, and we know that you guys have been loving what we're doing because, well, the reviews that we've got say that you love what we're doing. But we're about to embark on a new season, and like our change from season 1 to season 2, usually our season change comes with major changes based on, well, what you guys are asking for.
Yep.
So what we're going to do is on Tuesdays, we're going to run a 10-minute Tuesday. So we're going to drop from our usual 45-minute, hour and a half shows down to 10 minutes.
Exactly right. And the thing is, what these 10-minute shows are going to do is they're going to get right to the point. You know, me and John love to talk. We love to tell you stories. We'd love to really give you advice. But sometimes that gets lost in our anecdotes. That gets lost in us just fucking around. And so we figure, why not give them what they want? Let's give you some answers.
Yeah, we're going to start giving you guys some answers. And some of this, they're from topics and questions that we really can't build an entire show out of. And there's really not enough information to really do like a significant blog post. I mean, it'd be like 50 words.
Right.
And if we try to combine everything into a single show, it would really start to confuse people.
You've heard it. It gets messy. And so we're like, you know what? Instead of trying to combine everything into a 45-minute show, let's do some 10-minute shows. And so this is where you, as the listener, this is where you come in. Because we're going to be responding to your questions. And it can be as vague as you want it to be. You can literally ask us, John and Ashley, should I stand up today?
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. But there's so much out there that we can address by actually shortening the format. And also that's going to give you the opportunity. Well, if you don't have enough time to listen to a full show because of the length, well, now you kind of get like the Cliff Notes version.
Yep.
So you're in and out real fast.
There we go. Yeah, and that's basically all we're doing. We have decided it. It's great. You guys are a crucial part of our show, as you know, and so we wanted to let you know beforehand so you didn't think something was wrong with your phone, because I would think that. I would think there's a loading error.
Yeah, I've actually done that before where I was, one of the shows that I listen to quite often went from a standard, roughly 30-minute show. And then when I started listening to it, normally it just automatically loads at next show. And it only ran for 15 minutes. And I was like, wait a minute, is that it?
Calling Google, yelling at them.
Yeah, yeah, because I use Google Podcasts, and but I'm like, there's something wrong. Where's the rest of the show? Because I got so used to their standard format. So with this, we're just kind of alerting everybody, and also letting everybody know that there's a new season that is going to be coming out right around the corner.
Who's that season? We've made it 3 seasons, guys.
Yeah, 3 seasons, and our listening rate is constantly going up. I actually just finished talking to another service, and they reported back to me and gave me a rough estimate on how many subscribers we have. And they were actually able to extrapolate how many subscribers we started off with, which was 2. Me and Ashley.
That's me. Yeah, I was gonna say us. Yeah. or like me and your mom or something. Like it was like one of our parents and one of us, probably.
Yeah. And then it started going up from there. And we also looked at how many downloads we've got and how our downloads have started to increase. And we're actually breaking new numbers that...
I mean, like, exponentially, guys.
Yeah. Based on how old we are as a show and how many episodes we have done compared to other people of this same demographic, we are still well ahead of how many downloads and everything else that the average show our age would get. So
it's all because of you guys.
Yeah, it's all because of you guys and a little bit of us.
I mean, like, I'd say we put in about 2% of the effort. You guys put in about, no, I'm kidding, obviously. But seriously, you guys have really shown us that me and John, who are people who nobody knew, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we
John maybe be a little.
As far as the show goes, we started off with absolutely nothing. Most of the advice that goes out there is, this is how you want to start a show. You want to start this, you want to start that, you want to build in this, you want to do this, you want to do like a pre-show thing, and then you want to like let everybody get it out there and then release. And that's how you get a good release. We started off with no social media, no website, no nothing. We're just like, we're here.
Yeah, literally. And it was just kind of like, let's record a bunch of episodes and put them out and see what happens. And we were not only surprised the first month, we were like, what the?
Yeah. So that's pretty much what we're starting yet again. So with this new season, I've been kind of kicking around some ideas and passing them by Ashley, and she's getting back with me on a slightly different show format. Nothing really that's really going to start knock people's socks off or really mess with anybody's mind. It's still going to be a 45-minute show. It's just the format would change just a little bit. Drop our Tuesday show from 45 minutes down to roughly about 10 minutes. And then we're going to have the course is going to be released. I've got roughly another 3 or 4 days left on it. Promise,
I got 'em on
guaranteed. Because hopefully I'm about to go back to my regular, so-called regular day job. Maybe. Cross my fingers. And I'd like to point this out.
To be fair, I did have sections in the course because I'm always like, I got John on the timer, guys, to finish this course. I did have a couple sections, just so you know. I'm not being a slave driver. Also, I'm black, so I can say that.
It's just one of those sections that if I didn't include it, it would have left people with a lot of questions as to, okay, how exactly do I do this? And I wanted to wrap those questions up in a nice, neat little package with full descriptions, examples, so that you really had like a very clear idea of the direction that you need to go in.
Translation, he's an Enneagram type 1. He picked the hardest section, and he's like, it's gotta be perfect. That's the translation. And when you see it, you're going to be blown away, because I'm absolutely blown away every time John does something, because he leaves no T's uncrossed. I mean, it's going to be really fun. And as you listen to our show and you get to know it, if you're new, you're going to be like, course, why would I buy the course? But just go back and listen to the rest of our shows, and hear what we have to say before you decide that a course seems sketchy.
And we are releasing it for a very low price.
Very low.
But I've talked with other companies. They've kind of seen a little bit about what we're doing, and they're like, you need to raise the price on this. And I'm not talking like a little bit. I'm talking where they are recommending 6 figures.
You see how thorough our shows are. Can you imagine us working behind the scenes for 6 months to release something? So obviously you go with that.
Yeah, I mean, we normally spend, if we do heavy duty research, I can spend 2 to 3 days just researching a single topic to get, well, like Ashley said, to cover all the questions.
I am not that person. I'll spend like 4 or 5 hours and be like, all right.
And listen to our last show when I went into, when you're kissing somebody, oxytocin and serotonin and everything else, and the brain scan studies. And I mean, I didn't have to do that, but I was like,
did not.
What exactly does it do physically? Why do you feel this way? So I covered those questions. And then we wrote a 2,300 word thing, and then we linked everything out.
And that's why we're such a good team. I get to the people who are like, listen, I got 10 minutes. Tell me what I need to know. And then John gets to the people who are like, I'm going to sit down for 3 hours and we're going to discuss this bullet by bullet point. And that's where the show, I think, really works. And that's why I'm so excited for this new format, because we're going to see both of us have to be under pressure. I'm going to have to be under pressure to create a 10-minute show. John's going to have to be under pressure to create a 45-minute show. And so it really puts us both to the point where, okay, now we're in business mode. Before
Right.
we were having a great time, and it's very fun, but now we're actually challenging each other in the ways where our Enneagrams work, and also
Together.
we're obsessed with Enneagrams.
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
So with that, yeah, we're going to be changing things up. New show format, new stuff coming at you as far as the courses are concerned.
You
Hopefully
ready?
some new products, some new artwork is going to be coming out. We're tinkering with that kind of stuff and just really rebranding everything and making it so that we are really focused on answering
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
questions you want
we're actually taking this
and
seriously
giving the
now, guys.
information that you guys need. So there's a new format, just kind of giving everybody a heads up. New season is coming out. It's going to be happening within the next couple of weeks. And yeah, it's actually a hard couple of weeks. So
It's gonna be rough. I'm very excited to adjust. I'm very excited to see how we both adjust to having to do one show this way and one show the other way. I'm very excited to see your reactions, guys. As we flip this format, make sure you like, rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend, scream it from the rooftops. I don't give a what you do. Let somebody know that we exist. And as we keep existing, we're going to grow. And as you guys grow with us, you'll see how much more we benefit your lives.
exactly. Because if you can't address the past, you can't grow into the future.
Amen.
So with that, we will talk to you on the next one.
Bye.
That's all for this episode of the Girls Ask Guys show, where all of us learn to master this thing called life together. For more answers to your questions on life and love, be sure to subscribe to the show so you don't miss a single episode. And head to girlsaskguyshow.com to submit your questions for a future episode or apply to be a guest on the show. Good luck out there, and we'll catch you next time, right here on the Girls Ask Guys show.